Okay, guys, I don't know what happened, but that last video did not work at all. Okay, so I got on here tonight because I get asked. Oh no, now I should put on my do not disturb. Excuse me for 1 minute. Oh my god. Okay, so I have in the description, I have a lot of people ask me, why do I follow Sandi Krakowski and why did I join her team? Okay, the answer to that is really, really simple. And God forbid, I get all the time, I look like Sandi Krakowski. People see me like, you look like Sandi Krakowski, you act like Sandi Krakowski. Oh my God, that is not at all the reason, okay? The haircut, honest to God, it was a total mistake, okay? I had a bad haircut. That's all I can tell you. I had a bad haircut. I am not by any means trying to look like Sandi Krakowski. For all of you that think that I am trying to look like Sandi Krakowski, no. The purple hair or the pink hair, I started when my hair was long. I loved it. And that was not because of Sandi Krakowski either. Yeah, she inspired me because it's something I wanted to do for a long, long time. I was thinking about blue or purple and I don't know, it's kind of a pinky purple. But anyway, I got a screwed up haircut. Okay, that's exactly what happened. That's why my hair is like it is right now. Anyway, so I get asked a lot by a lot of people, why do I follow Sandi Krakowski and why did I join her team? Well, there's a couple of reasons. And I'm not going to say it was an accident, okay? I have to say it was fate. And the reason I say that is because I came across Sandi Krakowski through another friend, Heather Lynn. Heather Lynn had been following Sandi Krakowski for years. And I don't know if a lot of you know Heather Lynn or not, but I have been in business with Heather Lynn for several years up until the last year. Well, Heather had some life situations and she went a different direction. Okay? I love Heather Lynn. She is a sweetheart. But she is doing Heather Lynn. Okay? And I understand that totally. So during the time while I was in business with Heather Lynn in an MLM company, okay, and then we went to another MLM company after that one. I think I've been in 3 different MLM companies with Heather Lynn. She would always talk about Sandi Krakowski, and I would see her posting about Sandi Krakowski. Everything was hashtag #SandiK, And I started following Sandi Krakowski. And I thought to myself, I gotta be honest, what is this woman doing with pink hair? Okay? That seems kind of weird to me. And I'm just being gut level honest. And there was one time later on, after I started following Sandi Krakowski, I had wanted to go and dress up for Halloween with the girls. And I have a picture of that somewhere on my profile. Anyway, so I got the little sprays and stuff, not the permanent sprays, but just these little sprays to color my hair. And my hair was short at the time. And I did it purple and blue and green and pink and I did all these different streaks in my hair. And everybody loved it. Okay? But even that's not why I did this to my hair. Okay? Or why I followed Sandi Krakowski at the time. It was because of my friend Heather Lynn. I'll be totally honest with you. Heather loved Sandi Krakowski. And I thought to myself, well, Heather's a pretty smart woman. And she seems to know what she's doing, you know. And her and I ended up having a successful business together. And so I started following Sandi Krakowski, and I was like, what is it about this woman that everybody seems to love? You know, and I started following her, and I started listening to her, and one day I was like, what the heck? Why does this woman have pink hair, and what the heck is she doing? I'm serious. That was my question. Why does she have pink hair, and what the heck is she doing? I honestly thought she was crazy. I mean, who in their right mind at 50-some years of age has purple hair or pink hair and is all over social media? Who does that? Sandi Krakowski does. Okay, she does. And at first, I thought she was totally crazy. Out of her mind. I was like, who the hell is this woman? You know? And after several years of following her and watching her, I found out some things about her that really piqued my interest. And there was several times I thought to myself, when I grow up, and I've said this before, when I grow up, I want to be just like Sandi Krakowski. Well, you know, I do and I don't. I want to be like Sandi Krakowski, but I'm not her. And I'll never be her. And I really don't want to be her. Now, I do love her, and I know that she has got something that I want. Okay? And that something that I want is to help other people in the way that she helps other people. Well, come to find out, after years of following her, I found out that she was in Entrepreneur, Income, and Forbes magazine. And she's the one of the number one social media influencers. Okay? And I ended up signing up for her inner circle after years of procrastinating. Okay? Seriously, I procrastinated about it. I was like, that's too much money. I don't want to invest in that. You know, when I can get it for $10, $11 a month by someone else. Well, I got to thinking about that. And I'll be honest with you. My dad always said, you get what you pay for. You know, you can pay $10 or $11 a month, and you're going to get what you pay for. You can pay $100 a month, and you're going to get what you pay for. Okay? Now, I'll be honest with you. Sandi Krakowski is not cheap. But she knows her stuff. And she knows her stuff because, why? She's a very determined person. She sets her mind to doing something and she does it. She doesn't just talk about it. She does it. Okay? Now, we are talking about one of the number one social media influencers in Entrepreneur, Income, and Forbes magazine. She made her first $1 million in 5 years, raising 4 sons, I believe it's 4 sons, and homeschooling them by herself. Now, who does that? I have to ask you, who does that? This woman knows her stuff. Okay? So, yes. A lot of people say I look like Sandi Krakowski. I don't see it. Until earlier today when I talked to her son, Jeremiah Krakowski. I had a free consultation with him, by the way. And if you want to have a free consultation with Jeremiah Krakowski, go follow him on Instagram at Jeremiah Crack, I think it is. It might be Jeremy Crack. And when you do, put in hashtag grow your life into any of his social media posts on Instagram, and you'll be entered into a drawing to win a consultation with him. Now, I have had 3 or 4 free consultations with Jeremiah Krakowski. And let me tell you something. Every one of them has inspired me. Every one of them has helped me. Now, this is not something I paid for. It is free. Okay? And he does this for everyone because he wants to help as many people as he can in business and in life. And he is amazing. Okay? He gets it from his mother. That's all I can tell you. No, he's not his mother, but he gets it from his mother. And Sandi Krakowski, she is amazing. That's all I can tell you. She is amazing. And right now, in her CBD team, we have access to things that nobody else has. And we're the fastest growing team in the whole company with the highest retention rate. She has started this lead gen system for her team and basically giving us leads to grow our business. So, let me ask you this. Who wouldn't want to follow someone that has grown $6 or $7 million businesses? The inner circle itself is, I don't know how many millions of dollars. Who wouldn't want to follow her? You know, who wouldn't want to learn from her? I don't understand why people are so skeptical. I really don't. And I have to say, well, I was skeptical too. You know, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I take the chance? Why didn't I take that leap of faith? Why didn't I? Why? Fear. Fear. The fear of, what are people going to say about me? What are people going to think about me? What is my family going to think about me? You know? And I let that hold me back. Well, I'm not letting that hold me back anymore. Because it really doesn't matter what you think about me. Okay? What matters is what I think about me and what God thinks about me. It doesn't matter what you think about me. I love you. I care about you, and I am here to help you if you want the help. I can't shove that help down your throat. I won't even try. Okay? And that is one of the things that I have learned from Sandi Krakowski and Jeremiah Krakowski, is that you cannot shove down someone else's throat what they don't want. Okay? My goal is to help as many people as I possibly can have a successful business, to get their health back, to be physically active, and the only way I know how to relate this is to myself, okay? Not that I'm saying that I'm superior to anyone else, but I have overcome a lot of health issues in my life. COPD, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and numerous other health issues. I was on 26 medications at one time, you guys. Okay? I am on 0 now. Nothing. Okay? Why is that? Because I listened and I followed people like Sandi Krakowski. I found people by praying and by paying attention that God wanted to put in my life to help me to overcome the things in my life that I needed to overcome. And one of them was obesity. The other was health issues. The other was fear. And today I'm overcoming fear. The health issues are gone. Thank you, Jesus. The weight issue is gone. The insecurities and the fear are still there to a certain extent, but I am overcoming those as well. And the people that God has put in my life to help me overcome those fears, that have helped me overcome the health issues and the weight issues. If I keep my eyes and my ears open, and I'm open to what other people have to say, God puts those people in my life for a reason, you know, and He puts those people in your life for a reason. And I am just overwhelmed with what God has done in my life. And I'll be honest with you, and this is something I haven't said that I know of on social media, something I never thought I would say on social media, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. I have had some major issues in my family life. A lot of those issues fall back on me. Things that I've done, things that I've said that probably should have never been said, because of my own fears and my own insecurities. I've dealt with drug addiction. I've dealt with alcoholism. I have dealt with abuse and many, many other things in my life that I know many of you can relate to. And these are things that I have allowed myself to be fearful of, and I've held back from you guys because I have a fear of people knowing who I really am and the things that I have gone through. And you know, I've come to realize that those things that I've gone through and the person that I am today, those things have happened because someone else needs to hear about it. There's someone out there that God wants me to help. And for several years now, I have had this passion where I've wanted to help other people. And you know, I'm not perfect by any means. I don't do things perfectly. I don't claim to do things perfectly. I am who I am. And I have a lot of things still that I need to overcome myself. Okay? And until I get to that point in my life where I have overcome those things, I can't help anyone else with those things that I need to overcome. I can share with you those things that I'm going through, those things that I'm working on, and those things that I need to overcome. And maybe we can grow together and overcome them together. But I can only help you with the things that I have learned from, the things that I've grown from, and the things that I've overcome myself. Okay? But let me go back to the reason I follow Sandi Krakowski and the reason I partnered with Sandi Krakowski. And that is because I see in her what I want in my life. I don't want to be her, but I want to do for other people what she has done. That's my goal, is to help as many people as I possibly can. In any way that I can. Whether it's business, whether it's life situations, whether it's, and I've even done this, you guys, okay? I ran a recovery home for drugs and alcohol. A lot of people don't know that about me. For 2 years. And I also, and this is not to give myself a pat on the back. I want you to understand that, okay? I also volunteered my time to a recovery home. For many, many years, I was secretary of a recovery home. And I think there was so much more to that than just helping other people. And this is so hard for me, you guys. It was because I needed to learn. And I needed to grow. And I needed to overcome the things that were happening in my life. So I believe, I'm just saying this, I believe I was put in those situations in my life where I was around recovering, and even some that weren't. They were just there to be there. Recovering alcoholics and addicts, to learn and grow from it myself. Okay? No, I am not personally an alcoholic or an addict, but it's been in my life and people I know for a very, very long time. And I think God put me in the recovery home to be a secretary and to be around it and to be around the people I was around to learn and grow from it. Okay? Because He knew that I needed those life skills. Quote, unquote, life skills. Today in my life. And I believe that's why I was also why I had my own recovery home for a while. And also because I've always wanted to help other people. No matter what. I mean, when I say no matter what, I mean no matter what. I've always wanted to help other people. In all areas of life. In all areas of life. But my main focus today is on health and wellness. It's an industry I fell in love with, and it's because of my own health issues, and because of not just my own health issues, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. Because my son has health issues. My husband has health issues. Robert has health issues. My daughter has health issues. My dad had health issues. Everyone. Everyone in my life that I looked up to, that I've cared about, and that I've loved. Friends, family members. I see what they go through. I see what they go through. I don't even have any words, you guys. And I see what I went through. And where God led me. And I know this without any doubt, that if God can heal me, if He can heal me, He can heal you. He can heal them. I still have a lot of hurt and a lot of pain, especially over the loss of my dad. My dad was my hero. And I thought he was anyway. And I think a lot of us girls, we look up to our dads like that, you know. And he was my hero. He was my everything. And when he got sick, and I wanted so much. I wanted so much to help him. Oh, I don't think I need to go there, because God just told me I have something I need to work on with that. Some issues I need to work on. Yeah. I had some people standing in my way with what I was trying to do. And I believe, I really do, I believe with every inch of my being that I could have helped my dad. But I guess God didn't want me to. You know, there's a reason for everything, you guys. There is. My dad died, and he had dementia, and it wasn't a very pretty sight at all. It wasn't. He wasn't the man that I knew growing up. He wasn't the man I worked with anymore. He wasn't the man that would be out there on 29 acres of land on his mower, riding mower, mowing it. He wasn't the man I saw once or twice a week cleaning the pool. He wasn't that man anymore. He was frail. He was weak. And my dad was not a man who gave up. But at the end, he had to give up. And this is really hard for me. That's really hard for me to talk about. You know, we're taught not to give up. And we really can't give up. But what we do have to do is give up our pride, our ego, our self-centeredness, and our selfishness. And we have to be willing. We have to be willing to love and care and give of ourselves to others. I don't know if people can relate to that or not. I honestly don't. And I honestly don't know if anything I'm saying is even making any sense. And I really don't care. Okay? For some reason, I was supposed to do this live tonight. And so I did it. And I think that's it. So God bless you. And have a beautiful night. And if nobody else has told you today, I love you. And God loves you. God first. God first always. In business and in life. No matter where you are. Always put God first. Bye, you guys.